All right. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This video is for Mr. Seifert's Social Studies class, week 6 of remote learning, which is the week of May 11th in 2020. First of all, just wanted to start by saying good morning. Hope you all are doing well, staying safe, social distancing. You guys know how much I miss you all being in the class. And I just wanted to go through some of the assignments and notes and things that we are going to be talking about for this week. So the theme for this week is life skills. We're going to kind of take a little different approach as opposed to going through a lot of historic aspects of class or social studies aspects. This week, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be focusing on life skills, things that you can do outside of the classroom. Our job as educators is to create a safe learning environment for you and teach you things related to our content area, but also to turn you into respectful, responsible, contributing citizens of your community. And that's what this week is going to do. What I want you to do is essentially for your assignment this week, you're going to be not doing so much on the computer. You're going to be doing things that are more hands-on, some project-based learning where I want you to learn what skills that you are good at outside of the classroom. So we're going to go over that in a little bit. But just as a quick introduction of it, this is kind of a similar introduction to how we did our thumbprint on history in the very beginning of the year. We talk about all of these people of the past who have made such great contributions to our nation and our government. And those people started out as ordinary, but over time became extraordinary. And they did that by utilizing their unique sets of skills. Let me give you an example. If you look at the screen, okay, we have somebody like Thomas Jefferson. Thomas Jefferson, his skill that he was very good at was writing. He was a great writer and he was able to take his thoughts and put them down on paper. And Thomas Jefferson is an individual who ended up writing one of the crucial documents in American history known as the Declaration of Independence when we broke away from England. Another example, you got a guy who was part of the Sons of Liberty. This is Paul Revere. Okay, we talked about Paul Revere a lot in class, and Paul Revere was good at, you could say his life skills, he was good at riding a horse. He was the one who took the midnight ride to warn the colonial militias that the British were coming, and that changed our course of history. We always talk about that butterfly effect. What if he never did that? How would our history be different? We could still be part of England. He was also a great silversmith, and he was the one who created this iconic image that we've talked a lot about in class about the Boston Massacre. The British, this picture that he created that got put in a Boston newspaper that was delivered to all 13 colonies, and word spread with the title on this newspaper that said the Bloody Massacre, and it showed this image of the British shooting on an unarmed crowd. Now, we also discussed in class how there was bias in this picture. We don't know if that's how it actually happened. We talked about how a couple sources say that the colonists were throwing ice and rocks and they kind of backed the British into a corner, but Paul Revere, being the silversmith and being able to put this iconic image into a newspaper that got spread throughout the 13 colonies, that was a huge factor in starting the American Revolution. So, Paul Revere being able to ride a horse and warn people that the British are coming, Paul Revere making this iconic image and putting it in a newspaper, Thomas Jefferson writing the Declaration of Independence. Those are all skills that these gentlemen had that were just life skills. So our job this week for you, the students, is to figure out what life skills are you good at. Are you good at painting? You could grow up to be somebody who works in construction, or maybe somebody who's an interior designer and you're painting people's houses, or you're painting beautiful pieces of artwork. Are you good at managing money? Are you good at building things? Are you very good with hammer and nails and being able to build your own designs, or whatever the case may be, building shelves, building furniture? Are you good at cooking? Something that I always pride myself in is my skills that I learned from my father to cook. That's not something I learned in the classroom. That's something I just learned from being in the kitchen with my family, my grandmothers and my dad and mom. And those are those skills that you could find out that you're very good at them and you want to pursue a career in those. So our job this week is to figure out what life skills you are good at, because even though this lesson might not have a direct correlation to social studies, it could have a huge impact on your life. So I also just wanted to create an assignment that got you away from the computer a little bit, got you out, got you up and moving and doing something a little bit more hands-on. So let's go over the assignment. You'll see that when I post this assignment, there will be this list of old-fashioned skills that kids need to know. Now you can see I did edit the list a little bit because these are the skills that I want you to choose from. Some of these things that are crossed off in red are some things like making a phone call or how to apologize to someone. And I want to come up with life skills that are going to be more hands-on. So if we zoom in here, you can see some of the things, and I'm not going to go through this whole list, but how to write a letter, how to care for a child, how to sew on a button. Sewing is something that a lot of people don't know how to do, how to hammer a nail, how to shake hands, which is something that I always teach in my ISP class, the proper way to introduce yourself and shake somebody's hand, not use the limp wrist dead fish that we always call. How to balance a checkbook, that's becoming a skill that is lost because everything is electronic now. All of our banking and things and payments can be done from mobile devices. How to take care of a garden, how to fix something instead of replacing it, managing a healthy meal, planning a healthy meal, which kind of goes into the culinary aspect of cooking, how to wash dishes, how to clean your house, how to read a map. We talked about that in the beginning of the year as well. How to care for a pet, how to set a table properly. If you're ever hosting individuals at your house, you'll want to know how to set the table properly so that it looks nice. So I'm going to be posting this list, and essentially what you're going to be doing is you're going to be choosing from 2 of these skills, and your assignment will be to carry out those skills. And what I would like you to do is I would like you to pick the skill, type it in, tell me a step-by-step process that you went through to complete this skill, and take a picture of yourself doing it, or have your parents or guardians take a picture. So all you're going to be doing is you're going to be selecting 2 life skills. Now, I do realize this will take you a little bit longer than just answering questions on a Google Doc. So I'm going to give you a little bit more time to complete this project for the week. And then once you are done with it, as I said, you're going to be typing a step-by-step process, at least 10 things you did to complete this task. And I left a spot for a photo here. All right. Additionally, I did put this list on the bottom of the assignment as well. And once you get done with your life skill, your 2 life skills that you completed, the next thing you're going to do is you're just going to be completing a reflection. And the questions that you will answer there are 4 questions, and you will be telling me what were the 2 life skills that you chose, what were some challenges you faced while completing these projects, because not all of them are easy. I want you to challenge yourself. If there's something that you already know how to do, maybe choose something else from that list. What did you like about this project, and how will these life skills help you to be a contributing citizen outside of the classroom? Because remember, that is our overall goal as teachers. We want to make sure that you are ready for the outside world. We can sit in front of a computer all day and give you links and articles, from my history class, and I can give you, primary and secondary sources. But this week, I wanted you to get out and do something, do something maybe in your house, or help your parents or guardians, whoever you live with, house chores. A lot of these life skills you will remember throughout your life. Throughout this quarantine, I've been learning how to paint bedrooms, and I've been painting our vaulted ceilings, and we've been kind of remodeling our house. And a lot of that I've been learning on the go. So that's your goal for this week. I look forward to seeing what 2 life skills that you all will choose. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me on our Remind app. I will do my best to answer, and I hope you all have fun with this project. Have a great rest of your day, ladies and gentlemen.